And welcome everybody. We're really excited to be doing this first online Tai Chi class sponsored by Belmont Public Library. And thanks so much, Corinne, for organizing this. And really great to see so many people join this morning. So I'm going to give you just a brief overview of what I'm going to be, the practice we're going to be working with today. And for those who haven't, who maybe haven't been part of this class before, or maybe haven't done any Tai Chi before, just like a brief overview of what, Tai Chi and Qigong, both very similar, really valuable health and relaxation movement practices, as well as standing and seating meditation that have come from China and well used in traditional Chinese medicine. And so we talk about Qigong. Qi is really kind of like the life essence, the vitality, that like life energy. And Gong means cultivating or working with that. Tai Chi, loosely translated, means like harmony and balance, ultimate harmony and balance. And although in the past, Tai Chi, as it developed, was primarily for like martial arts, it has become a really valuable and widely used practice for meditation and for relaxation. What we're going to do today is we're going to go through a practice of warm-up Qigong exercises to get the energy flowing, to get all the Qi flowing and get ourselves warmed up. And then we're going to do a practice called Tai Chi Easy, which is a 5-movement practice that was developed by Dr. Roger Yankee out of the Institute of Integral Tai Chi and Qigong. And the overall the goal and the sort of rationale behind this practice was so to make it easy and fun, and for people, all the new people to Tai Chi as well as seasoned practitioners, it's a wonderful practice that you can modify to suit your needs, sitting, standing, doing it with the meditative walk. Instead of starting out learning 108 movements, this is a nice entryway for people into Tai Chi as well. So bringing ourselves to some of the main principles of Tai Chi are the intent we bring to the practice. Like I said, for relaxation and calming the mind is one of the reasons I began. And so let's begin. We will stand shoulder width apart. We'll do a few warm-up exercises and go through some of the key principles in practicing Tai Chi. As I mentioned, the intent, the 3 intentful corrections. We talk about the posture, the breath, and the mind. So first of all, aligning the body. So standing feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent, shoulders relaxed, softening the body. We imagine that from the top of our head, the string are connecting you to the heavens. And from our feet, being aware of all the points in the feet connecting to the ground, imagine their roots deeply connecting us to the earth. And knees slightly bent, like I said, relaxed, soft, letting go of any tension. And we'll move into the second of the major 3 intents and principles, the breath. So calming the breath, calming the mind, calming the body. Deep inhale, expanding the belly into the chest, and exhale, long, slow exhalation. Relaxing even more as we exhale. So let's do a few more of those deep breaths, centering ourselves and calming the body and the mind. Inhale, and then hold for a count of 1 or 2. Exhale, relaxing even more. So take a couple more of these deep, relaxing breaths and bring ourselves back to this throughout the practice. And as I mentioned, the other aspect of our Tai Chi practice, clearing of the mind. So we talked about the posture, aligning the body, aligning ourselves, lengthening the spine, breath, and then clearing the mind, softening the mind. Not always that easy to do. So bring yourself to, if you find yourself being distracted or unwanted thoughts or just distracted in some way, you can imagine, imagery is really important in Tai Chi, like especially images of nature. So bring ourselves to a place, maybe it's the grass blowing in the wind, or ocean waves, or sound of a stream, or it may be a phrase or word, something that feels calming and healing to you. So from this opening posture, we'll do the flowing motion. So palms facing up around waist height, around the waist navel area. And inhale, drawing the palms up to heart chest height, turning the palms down, and then exhale, bringing the palms back down to around where the thigh is. And as the hands pass the legs, just stretch your toes. Stretch the toes up. And the next time we do it, we're going to inhale, shifting the weight to the front of the feet, lifting the heels if it's comfortable. Otherwise, just shift the weight to the front of the feet. And then as we exhale, shifting the weight back to the heels. And we find our own rhythm, inhaling up, exhaling back down, shifting the weight to the heels, stretching the toes. Now this helps strengthen the calves, but also gets the lymph fluid growing. It helps us with the movement of the blood supply, the lymph, the breath. And they say if you do this 100 times a day, live a long and healthy life. And then I read somewhere else, if you do it 1,000 times a day, you live forever. That's what Chinese say. But 100 times a day is a good place to start, or even 5. So inhale and exhale, relaxing, letting go of any tension. And now let's do another opening Qigong warm-up exercise. So palms, imagine you're just gently holding a ball of energy here in front with the palms facing up around the navel area. So inhale, bringing the energy up to the heart, chest height, turn the palms down, out, and above the head, knees slightly bent, slight squat if it's comfortable. The most important thing is whatever's comfortable for you. Be aware of your own body. So holding, imagine we're supporting the heavens, holding the skies. We inhale chi from the heavens. And then exhale, rounding the body, clenching the fists, the toes, like squeezing everything. This is a release, and making a sigh or noise, if you like, when you're releasing the energy. So let's do that again. So we're inhaling, supporting the heavens. Exhale, round the body, round the back, tighten everything, and release. So hopefully you're a bit warmed up there. Let's do a right and left bending of the spine, and then we'll move into the 5 Tai Chi easy movements. So from our opening posture, as we said, knees slightly bent, shoulders relaxed. Shifting the weight to find your own center, where you feel most solid. And like I said, if you want to sit down at any point in time and do the upper body, that's fine too. And sometimes I might look like I have my eyes closed, but it's the eyelids sort of downward, this downward gaze, so the eyelids slightly lowered, just so we're not overly stimulated. It's another way of helping to go inward, part of the meditative process. So right and left bending of the spine. So I'm going to shift the weight to one side. And imagine all of the weight, and imagine like sand going through an egg timer or water flowing. This side of the body is, I'm putting most of my weight here, and the left side, or it might be your right side, is light, and it's like giving the body a rest, but we're also extending the spine. So inhale to center, and then exhale, shifting the weight to the other side, relaxing. Inhale to center, and exhale. Inhale to center, and exhale, gradually shifting the weight, and back to center. Now that shifting the weight is a key part of Tai Chi practice, and also really beneficial for our health and for our balance. So let's begin. I'm going to show you the Tai Chi movements. I'll show you the upper body first, and then we can add the feet. And what I'm going to do is show you from this side, so you can see what my hands are doing. But then I'll turn around, and you can follow along with the movement. So let's begin with harmonizing yin and yang. And in this movement, begin by, imagine you're holding a ball of energy on one side. And my weight is primarily on this side where I'm holding the small ball of energy. And shifting the weight to the other side, I draw up this hand and then I continue to turn. I'm holding the ball on the other side. Now shifting, turning, and hold the ball on this side. And then again, shifting the weight, separating yin and yang, turn the waist, hold the ball. Shifting, turning, separating the arms, and hold the ball. And then I'll show you from the other side. And I just actually have a question for you, Corinne, just to make sure that you are seeing my screen, because I see pop-ups now and again, and I wasn't sure if I need to do something to make those go away. But if it looks good to you, then we're all set. Okay, so from this side.
Looks good on my end.
Okay, thanks. So from this side, you can follow along. So this is harmonizing yin and yang. Holding the ball. So the lower hand is about waist height and my upper hand palm facing down. Relaxed shoulder. Shifting the weight to the left. Drawing up the left hand. Continue the turn. Hold the ball. Shifting, turning, separating yin and yang. And hold the ball. Now shifting, turning the waist and shifting the weight to the left. Continue the turn, hold the ball, and again, gradually shifting the weight to the other side. As we draw up this hand, the left hand palm facing down just floats across to join, excuse me, and hold the ball on this side. Now, rotate the ball of energy. So now the hand crossing my body is on top. We're going to go into the second movement, brush knee, sen chi. So shifting the weight to the left, imagine you're bringing that ball of energy with you, rotating the ball of energy. Brush knee, you don't actually have to touch the knee, it's symbolic, like floating the lower hand back. And then the last twist of the waist, sen chi. It's just like a little pop, you don't have to lean out, just sen chi. Hold the ball. Shifting, turning, shifting the waist, brush knee, sen chi. Hold the ball. Now I'm shifting the weight to the left. Brush knee, sen chi. Hold the ball. Now imagine we're rotating, bringing that ball of energy with us. Gently holding the ball of energy. Brush knee, sen chi. So there were the first two movements, like I said, harmonizing yin and yang and brush knee, sen chi. And so what I'm going to do now is just show you a very simple meditative walk, and then we can add those two movements together and you can follow along. So we'll begin feet shoulder width apart like we began the 3 intenseful corrections, keeping in mind the posture. Continue relaxing, deep breath. And now, shifting the weight to one side, I'm just going to put my left heel out. I'm not stepping into it yet. It's called an empty step. So my weight is primarily in the right. And now shifting the weight and then drawing in the other foot toe to heel. Now right foot heel out, shifting the weight and sliding or drawing in the other foot toe to heel. Now this is just a very simple meditative walk, just bringing our awareness to the body and the breath and being aware of all the connections between our feet and the ground. Lots of acupuncture points in our feet, so it's like we're giving ourselves a foot massage with all of our Tai Chi movements, or even just walking and tuning in, sort of helping to slow down and quiet the mind. And this is what you can do this around your house, in the garden, just another way of calming down and bringing attention to the body and to where we are, helping with our balance. So that's it for the walk, and we're going to do the upper body with the walk now. But like I said, if you want to just focus on the upper body and just watch or do the walk, whatever works best for you, because there's no perfect way. That's why they call it Tai Chi Easy, because it's meant to be easy and fun. And don't worry too much about getting things perfect. Just follow along, and you know, whatever feels right for you. The most important part of it is to enjoy it and relax. So, harmonizing yin and yang. So we're holding the ball of energy here. My weight's primarily on the right side, like 60, 70% on the right side. Left side is empty. Now, left foot heel out, shifting the weight to the left as I separate the hands, and then step in, hold the ball. Right foot heel out, shifting the weight to the right, turning the waist, drawing up the right hand, and hold the ball. Left foot heel out, separating yin and yang, step in, hold the ball. Right foot heel out, turning the waist, shifting the weight, hold the ball. Now, rotate the ball of energy. So now the left hand crossing my body's on top. And again, being solid on this side, left foot heel out, and now start shifting the waist into the left as you turn the waist, sliding in the right foot, toe to heel, brush knee, and then the last twist of the waist, Sen Chi. So hold the ball, right foot heel out, shifting the waist, turning the waist, brush knee, Sen Chi. Hold the ball, left foot heel out, shifting, turning, brush knee, Sen Chi. Hold the ball, right foot heel out, and now gradually shifting the weight to the right, brush knee, Sen Chi. So let's try that again. From our opening posture, hold the ball. We're beginning with harmonizing yin and yang. Left foot heel out, shifting the weight, turning the waist, step in, hold the ball. Right foot heel out, shifting, turning, hold the ball. Left foot heel out, shifting the weight to the left as we open up the arms, step in, hold the ball. Right foot heel out. Now shifting the weight to the right, drawing up the right hand, left hand floats across, palm down, and then turns up to hold the ball. Left foot heel out, shifting, turning, and hold the ball. Now from here, rotate the ball of energy. Now my left hand is on top. We're going into brush knee, Sen Chi. Right foot heel out. Now turn the waist as you shift the weight. Brush knee, Sen Chi. Hold the ball. Left foot heel out. Shifting the weight. Turning the waist. Brush knee, Sen Chi. Hold the ball. Right foot heel out. And now I'm shifting the weight to the right, turning the waist, step in, Sen Chi. Hold the ball, left foot heel out, shifting, turning, brush knee, Sen Chi. Okay, so that's the first two of the Tai Chi Easy movements, harmonizing yin and yang and brush knee, Sen Chi. So we're going to do the third movement now, which is called cutting a path to clarity. I'll show you the arm movements from this side first so that you can, if you haven't seen it before, you can see what it looks like. So from a transitional position, like we just finished that second movement, arms crossed around heart chest height, loosely arms crossed, shoulders relaxed. And now I'm going to shift the weight to this side, and I'm going to put this hand forward, like knife edge, pinky finger forward. And then I look back and I'm gathering energy from behind, turning back to center, like our hands are sort of parallel and slide past each other as I continue the turn. Now drop this hand, gathering, turning to come back to center, Continue the turn, gathering, turning to come back to center, gathering, and coming back to center. I'll do it from the other side too. So this movement, cutting a path to clarity, the symbology here really is about gathering not just energy, but gathering all the knowledge, resources, chi, everything that we have around us and behind us, bringing that into the present, integrating, and like cutting a path, focusing, helping us focus and cutting a path to clarity. So I'm not going to do the feet yet. I'm just going to show you the upper body first. So as I mentioned, stand shoulder width apart, relaxed, arms loosely crossed at heart chest height. And now shifting my weight a little bit to the right, I'm dropping the right hand, gathering energy from behind. My left hand is, elbow slightly bent, the left hand knife edge, pinky finger forward. And now turning, coming back to center, continue the turn, look back, gathering from behind on the left, turning to come back to center, I continue the turn, gathering, shifting back to center, and then gathering. So again, the shifting of weight here is subtle, but it's there. We're coming back to center here, like our weight more centered between the 2 feet. And then as I turn to gather, I'm shifting the weight slightly to the right here. Turning, come back to center, cutting a path to clarity, gathering. My weight is a little bit more on the left here. And now I'm shifting my weight back to center. And now shifting it slightly to the right, gathering. And don't forget the deep breath, expanding the belly into the lungs. Long, slow, relaxed exhale. Letting go of any tension, anything we don't need. And now come back to center again. So what I'll do now is show you the feet movement for that, because this is one of the 5 positions where we walk backwards, we step backwards. So let's begin here. Arms loosely crossed, heart chest height. And now shifting the weight to the right, gathering from behind. And now small step back to the left. And now I'm shifting my weight into the left, turning the waist, gathering, turning to come back to center. And now small step back to the right as I continue the turn. And you may want to adjust your front forward foot so that your knee isn't messed up. You want your toe facing forward. So like I'm stepping back and now I'm lifting my right toe to swivel my heel so my toe is facing forward. So just be aware of that so you're comfortable. Stepping back to the right, shifting the weight, gathering, turning to come back to center. So let's do that again. And then we'll put the 3 of the movements together. All right, arms loosely crossed at heart chest height. Being aware of our connection from our feet and our head. Suspended between heaven and earth and solid. Shifting the weight in your feet forward, back a little, just finding where your center is. Now, dropping the right hand, I look back, gathering, turning to come back to center, step back to the left, gathering energy, coming back to center, continue the turn, stepping back, gather, turning to come back to center, gathering, cutting a path to clarity, gathering chi, bringing it back to center, continue the turn, and let's come back to our opening posture. So we'll add the 3 of those together, harmonizing yin and yang, brush knee sen chi, and cutting a path to clarity. And then we'll go into the 4th movement, which is cloud hands. All right, so you can follow along, harmonizing yin and yang. So my weight, like I said, primarily on the right, stepping out of the left heel. My weight's not in it yet, but now shifting, separating the arms, step in, hold the ball. Right foot heel out, shifting, turning the waist, hold the ball. Left foot heel out, gradually shifting the weight, separating yin and yang, and hold the ball. Right foot heel out, shifting, turning, hold the ball. Now, brush knee sen chi. We're rotating that ball of energy, keeping the shoulders relaxed, no tension. Now, left foot heel out. I'm shifting the weight to my left foot. Brush knee sen chi. Hold the ball. Right foot heel out. Shifting the weight gradually to the right as I turn the waist. Sen chi. Hold the ball. Left foot heel out. Brush knee sen chi. Hold the ball. Right foot heel out. Now shifting, turning, brush knee, sen chi. Now from here, let's go into cutting a path to clarity. Gathering from behind, small step back to the left, shifting, turning, gathering, turning to come back to center, small step back to the right. Don't forget your front foot, toe facing forward. Shifting the weight, gathering, turning back to center, continue the turn, gathering chi, bringing it back to center, continuing, drop the left hand, gather, and bring back to center. Arms loosely crossed at heart chest height. So there's our transitional position here. So let me show you the fourth movement now, which is called cloud hand, or watching clouds go by. So from here, we'll do it from this angle first, and then I'll turn around. So dropping this hand, palm facing down around waist height, and this hand crossing my body, this is the cloud. So as I mentioned, lots of nature images in Tai Chi. So we keep our gaze, like a soft gaze. I mentioned the eyelids downward slightly, the soft gaze. And as I shift the waist to this side, turning the waist, soft gaze on the upper hand. And now, instead of holding the ball, let the hands switch places. And then we continue the turn, shifting. Imagine we're watching clouds drifting by. And this is like the water cycle. So the rain coming down, the evaporation from the ocean comes up, forming another cloud. Soft gaze. The lower hand is just floating across, palm down, and then turns up as we let the hands switch places. Turning, shifting the weight. Okay, we'll do it from this side now. So now you know what it looks like from the front if you haven't done it before. So, start with arms loosely crossed in front, or transitional position. And now shifting the weight, right hand palm down, left hand crossing my body as a cloud. And my weight is more over on the right side where I'm going to begin now. I won't do the walk yet, we'll just do it standing first. This is a really nice one to do standing. Well, they all are, but this one in particular I like. Shifting, turning, and now instead of holding the ball, let the hand switch places. So my right hand crossing the body is my cloud. Shifting, turning to the right, soft gaze on the upper hand, and now hands switch places, and I'm shifting my weight to the left, turning the weight, watching clouds go by, drawing up the right hand, left palm floating across around waist height, and now drawing up the left hand, soft gaze on the upper palm, shifting, turning, nice, deep, relaxing breaths. Find in that rhythm a pace that works for you. Shifting the weight to the right. And as you get comfortable with this, you don't need to stop on each side like I may show you just for the instruction, but you can find your own continuous, gradual shifting. And it's like I mentioned, the clouds going by and the water cycle. It's also the movement we're doing here, and it's like the pattern is like that infinity sign, like the Tai Chi symbol. And so you can find your own flow and your own rhythm. A nice deep breathing. And let's come back to center. And we'll try that with the walk, with the meditative walk. And as I said before, feel free to sit down, do the upper body parts, do it standing, whatever works for you. But if you'd like to try it walking, let's just add the feet. So from our transitional place, arms loosely crossed at heart, chest height, shifting the weight slightly to the right, right palm down, left hand crossing the body as my cloud. Now, when I'm solid on the right, I'm going to put the left heel out, and now shifting the weight to the left, turning the waist, and as I slide in my right foot, toe to heel, I let the hands switch places. Now, right foot heel out, shifting, turning, soft gaze on the upper hand, and now the left palm comes up and the right one is palm facing down. Left foot heel out, shifting, turning, and now the upper right palm, soft gaze, watching clouds go by. Shifting to the left, and now hands switch places, and I'm shifting the weight to the right as I turn the waist. I'm stepping to the left, and now drawing up the right hand, and I shift the weight, turning the waist, watching clouds go by. Shifting, turning, and back to center. So let's try that one more time, and then we'll do the fifth movement, and then we'll put it all together. And I'm just checking how we are for time. We're good. So let's begin. Arms loosely crossed at heart, chest height, knees slightly bent, shoulders relaxed. We'll cloud hands one more time before we put them all together. All right, shifting the weight to the right, left hand crossing the body as my cloud. Left foot heel out, shifting to the left, turning the waist, drawing up the right hand, shifting to the right, watching clouds go by, and shifting my weight to the left. Left hand down, and the right hand is now my cloud, shifting the weight. And now shifting to the left, turning the waist, hands switch places, shifting the weight to the right, drawing up the left hand now, stepping out to the left. And now stepping to the right, shifting gradually, drawing up the left hand, left heel out, shifting the weight into the left foot as I turn the waist. And now let the hands switch places. And again, right foot heel out, shifting, turning, and back to center. So that was the fourth movement, cloud hands. We'll do the fifth one now, which is gathering energy from the earth and the heavens. And this one doesn't have a walk associated with it. It is a standing one, and our feet are wider than the usual, shoulder width apart. It's called horse stance, so slightly wider stance, knees slightly bent. And if it's comfortable for you to squat a little and sink down, do. If not, don't, just do whatever is comfortable in terms of the gathering and the breath. It's the most important, really. So slightly sinking, gathering energy from the earth as we inhale, gathering energy from the earth. and then gathering energy from the heavens. And then we're drawing that, as we exhale, we're drawing that energy, that healing chi through the body. Imagine it going deep into the body, tissues, cells, organs, everywhere you need it. And then releasing anything we don't need. So we're releasing any stale energy, any tension, negativity, anything we don't need. Now you can do 1 or 2 inhales for, we're gathering from the earth, and the gathering is the inhale and then the exhale. So let's do it with 2 breaths on the way up, and then as we go through, you can do whatever's most comfortable for you. So let's say we're gathering from the earth, inhaling, and then exhale, opening the arms wide, expanding the lungs, and then inhaling from the heavens, and then exhale. Imagine you're drawing that healing chi through the body, deep into the tissue, muscle, marrow, relaxing even more on the exhale and releasing. So let's do a few of those, and then we'll do the 5 movements together, and then this would be the last one of the 5. So gathering chi from the heavens, exhale, sending all that healing chi deep into the body, storing it wherever you need, gathering from the heavens, and exhale, like giving ourselves a chi rinse. Exhale and release. Okay, so let's go through the 5 together, and then I think we're about halfway through, and we can take a break for questions and then go into our part 2. So you can follow along. Let's begin now with harmonizing yin and yang. You remember your opening posture and the intent of our practice, and deep breath, holding the ball, shifting my weight. My weight is on the right now. Step left foot heel out, shifting, turning, and hold the ball. Right foot heel out, separating yin and yang. Step in, hold the ball. Left foot heel out, shifting, turning, hold the ball. Right foot heel out, turning the waist as I shift the weight and hold the ball. Now let's rotate the ball. So left hand crossing my body is on the top. And now step out to the left, heel out, shifting the weight, turning the waist, brush knee sen chi. Hold the ball, right foot heel out, shifting, turning, brush knee sen chi. Hold the ball, left foot heel out, shifting, turning, brush knee sen chi. Holding the ball, right foot heel out, now shifting the weight, turning the waist, sen chi. Hold the ball, left foot heel out as I shift the weight, turn, sen chi. Hold the ball, right foot heel out, shifting the weight, turning the waist, sen chi. Now drop the right hand, gathering from behind. We're doing cutting a path to clarity. Stepping back, continue the turn, gathering energy, turning to come back to center, shifting the weight, gathering, turning to come back to center, small step back to the left, gathering, back to center, continue the turn, gathering, and now back to center, arms loosely crossed at heart chest height. We'll move into cloud hands. So my weight is more on the right. The left hand crossing my body is a cloud. Left foot heel out, shifting the weight, turning the waist, step in, hands switch places. Right foot heel out, shifting, turning, and now the left hand comes up, shifting the weight to the left, turn the waist, watching clouds go by. And now I'm shifting to the right, turning, and stepping to the left. And now the right hand is my cloud, soft gaze, and the upper hand, drawing up the left, shifting the weight to the left, turning, shifting the weight to the right, soft gaze on the upper hand. And now back to center, and the horse stance we mentioned, the wider stance, gathering from the earth and the heavens. So gathering chi from the earth. We inhale as we're gathering. We inhale healing chi from the heavens. And then exhale, gradually drawing all that healing energy through the body, storing it wherever you need it, releasing anything you don't need. Gathering from the earth, gathering chi from the heavens. And exhale, relaxing even more. Imagine that healing chi going deep into the body and releasing any stale energy or anything you don't need. Inhale from the heavens and exhale, relaxing even more. And come back to center. All right, so that is it for the 5 movements. I think we'll start with the seated meditation, standing or seating. But if you want to sit down, it's called the 6 Chi method, or the healing sounds. And in traditional Chinese medicine, not just the breath, but also there's vibrational sounds and directions and colors associated with all the different organs of the body. And in the 6 healing sounds, we inhale 3 times for each of the 5 major organs. And then when we exhale, we make a sound that's associated with that organ in traditional Chinese medicine. So I will tell you what they are, and I'll guide you through that. And so just get yourselves comfortable, and we will begin with the lungs. And the sound, the vibration, and the sound associated with the lungs is C-A. So it's like S-E-E-A-H-A-W, C-A. So, and you can have your eyes closed, open, the downward gaze, whatever is comfortable for you. So inhaling into the lungs, imagine you're bringing healing, vibrant energy into the lungs. Inhaling, and then exhale, Si-A. And inhaling again, and exhaling, Si-A. And then one more deep breath into the lungs, exhaling, Si-A. And now for the liver. The sound associated with the liver, the vibration for the liver is Shu. So it's like S-H-U, making a U shape with your mouth. And so we bring our awareness to the liver, and inhaling and then exhaling, Shu. So inhaling again to the liver and exhaling, Shu. And then one more inhale to the liver, and as we exhale, we imagine that we're releasing any toxins, any stale energy, anything we don't need. So inhaling to the liver, and then exhaling, Shu. And so for the kidneys, the sound associated with the kidneys is Chrooey. So it's like C-H-R-O-O-E-E, something like that, Chrooey. So we'll inhale, like bringing our awareness to the kidneys, inhaling, healing, vibrant chi, and releasing and exhaling anything we don't need, any stress, any tension. So inhaling, exhale, true. And inhaling again, kidneys, true. And inhaling again for the kidneys and exhaling, true. Now the heart. So the sound associated with the heart is like a huh, as in like hook, H-O-O-K, so huh. So we inhale healing chi into the heart, and then exhale huh. And again to the heart, and exhale huh. And a third, inhaling healing chi to the heart, huh. And the fifth one is for the spleen. So the spleen, the sound associated with the spleen is who, like WHO, or who, like the owl, I think of the who. So we're inhaling into the spleen and then exhale, who. And again to the spleen, exhale, who. And inhaling one more for the spleen, exhaling, who. And then the last one we'll do is for the whole body. So it's like the triple burner is in traditional Chinese medicine, it's like, you know, the upper energy center, the middle, and the lower are the upper part of the body, like the head and chest and lungs, the abdomen, stomach, and spleen, and then the lower part being the kidneys and the liver. And the exercises, this is just one of them, there's many exercises associated with the triple burner in traditional Chinese medicine help to balance heat and moisture in the body. And this way we're drawing in, like we did the previous inhale and exhale, imagine we're drawing in healing chi through the whole body, and in the torso in particular when we inhale. And then when we exhale, we make a sound C. It's like S-E-E-C, or C as in the ocean. In this practice also, we smile when we're making the sound C. And then, you know, so you imagine what they call in Qigong, like the inner smile. So inhaling into the whole body, and then exhale, see. Inhale and exhale, see. And inhale again, exhale, see. All right. So that's the 6 chi method, or the healing sounds. So now what we're going to do is a series of exercises, of Qigong exercises that's called 8-organ harmony. And there's movements, as I mentioned earlier, there's like different directions, also different animals, there's also different colors associated with different organs of the body. And so we're going to do, I'll step back a bit so you can see the whole movement. The first one is for the liver, and it is the tiger. So in this exercise, it's like the tiger is following its prey, and it's watching it go across and back. And so again, we're doing that left-right movement, that shifting of the weight. So we begin like with the fists loosely in front of us. And imagine we're the tiger, stretching out, like strong, muscular, but also quiet. Looking behind, looking back to center, and now drawing the energy back in again. And again, find with the inhale and exhale what works best for you. So stretching out. And like I said, the tiger is associated with the color green. So you can imagine the green of the tiger's eyes, or the green of the vegetation. And in this 8-organ harmony, each movement 8 times. So 4 to each side, if it's going left, right. Some of them are just one directional. And drawing the energy back to center. And now one more, bringing the awareness to the liver. Turning the head, turning it back. And that turn of the head in this movement, and with another one we'll do later, in traditional Chinese medicine, it's also associated, that turn, with connecting the liver and the spleen meridian. So that's the tiger. And now for the kidneys, the movement here is the push mountain. And so we bring our awareness to the kidney area. And in this one, we're standing feet fairly close together. Palms are here with fingers raised up around the middle energy center, around the navel area. And we slight squat, you know, and we're pushing, imagine, but gently, because we have so much ki. Imagine you're pushing that mountain in the distance, and then drawing the energy back in and palms down. So it becomes like a circular motion, gently pushing and drawing the energy back in. So we imagine we're pushing this mountain in the distance, And the color associated with the kidneys in Qigong is a dark blue, like an ocean blue, or it could be black, but if you're imagining black, make it a shiny, like ebony black. So bringing our awareness to the kidneys, find in your own pace and rhythm with your breath. And imagining we're pushing that mountain in the distance and drawing that mountain energy back with strength. And from here, we'll go into the lungs. So the exercise for the lungs is the crane, or the great blue heron, often imagined. So beginning from this position with our arms crossed like this. So imagine it's like the wings of the bird. And you've seen the crane and the heron like stand on one leg, or we can do toe to heel for balance. And as we inhale, we're opening up the arms like the bird, opening up the wings as we inhale. And then as we exhale, step out and shift the weight through center, crossing the arms again. We can rotate with your arms on top as we shift sides. So inhale, step out, shifting through center. Exhale, bringing the arms down. Inhale, floating the arms up. And exhale, floating them back down. Inhale, center, exhale. And again, opening up the lungs, inhaling, exhaling, and inhale, step out, shifting the weight, exhale. So that was the lungs. We did the liver, the kidneys, the lungs, the spleen. So the exercise associated with the spleen in Qigong is, this one is the willow tree. So again, lots of nature images. So we imagine like my weight is primarily on this side, and the left, maybe you're right, heel out, empty step. So in this one, it's like this side of my body is rooted, it's like the tree rooted in the ground. And we imagine that the wind is blowing up the branches of the willow tree and then blowing slightly back, like slight twist back. And then as we exhale, drawing the foot back and coming back to our standing position. Now we do the same on the other side. So I'm sinking slightly, feeling like the weight and the strong, like the trunk of the tree on this side. And then this side of the body is light, empty step, getting a rest. So inhaling, imagine the chi, the breeze, blowing the branches slightly back. You get that extra little twist of the waist. And then exhaling, imagine the wind dying down. So let's do that a couple more times on each side. Inhaling and exhale. The color associated with the spleen is yellow. Inhale and exhale. And one more time. Inhaling, the breeze blowing the branches of the willow tree, and the wind dies down. Inhale and exhale. And last but not least, second last actually, because we're going to do a triple burner, the heart. So for the heart, a wider stance again, it's like a big movement, big heart, big energy. And so in this one, arms wide, fingers pointing out. And now, lean slightly from the hip. We lean over slightly from the hip. You don't have to squat in this one, just lean over. And between them. And as we inhale, we imagine not just earth, but under. We're bringing the energy, we're drawing up our hands through and out into the air. And exhale, floating the arms back down. So let's do that again. So leaning over slightly, dropping the arms, palms facing down, and we can alternate which one is on top each time we do it. So this one, we do these all 8 times. And inhale, big opening the heart. And the color, not surprisingly, associated with the heart is red, or vibrant, ruby red. So gathering, inhaling, and exhaling. So opening the arms, leaning slightly forward, dropping the arms. Inhale and exhale as we bring the arms back down. And let's do one more of these. I've lost count, but traditionally they're done 8 times each. But like everything with Tai Chi Easy, you can do 2 of each, 6 of each. You can adjust it to whatever time you have and what works for you and mix things up a bit. So triple burner. So we ended up facing forward, and I'm just turning diagonally to the side, slightly diagonally here. And imagine we're holding a ball of energy around heart, not heart, sorry, around the navel area, small ball of energy. And we're inhaling to heart, chest height. And then I'm doing a wide step out. And now palms facing down, gently pressing that energy back down to center. And we do the same on the other side. So imagine we're a small ball of energy. We're inhaling chi, inhaling to the heart, chest area, wide step out, gently pressing, bringing the energy back down, center, the middle energy center in the navel area. And again, inhale and step out, exhale. And now on this side again, inhale, step out, and palms down, gently pressing down. And inhale, and wide step out, and exhale. Okay, so that was the 8-organ harmony. So let's go back to the 5 movements and the 5 Tai Chi Easy movements. And we will, I'll do them a couple of times with the instruction again, and then let's do them several times in a row, just with, less of me talking and more of being in the flow, quiet, so you can find your own rhythm and breath and follow along at the pace that works for you. So, like I said, I'll do it a couple of times just for those who haven't done it before to show you the movement from each angle, and then we'll do several in a row where you just can, I'll turn the other way and move that way, and you can follow me from wherever you are. Okay, so harmonizing yin and yang is the first one. And this is the one where we're holding the ball on one side, and I'm shifting the weight and turning to the other side. And as I do so, I separate the hands. So in this one, the lower hand is coming up, the upper hand is coming down. And then as I continue the turn, this lower hand just sweeps across, and now I hold the ball on this side. So again, shifting, turning, drawing up this hand, the other one sweeps across, and hold the ball. So that's harmonizing yin and yang. It's like we're integrating all the energies, we're separating. You sort of imagine all this sort of threads of energy, like opening and allowing room for movement and reorganization. Shifting, turning, and hold the ball. And then from there, we go into the brush knee sen chi. This is one where we rotate so the top hand, the hand crossing my body is on top. And this is one where when we shift, we imagine we're bringing that ball of energy with us as we turn. They sort of automatically rotate. You let the body kind of do its thing. If you hold the ball, and then look, as I'm turning and shifting, just let the hands rotate like that, and sen chi. So it's brush knee, although you're not touching it. Sen chi with the last twist of the waist, that pop. Don't have to lean out. We want to keep our center. So that was harmonizing yin and yang and brush knee sen chi. So let's do both of those together and add the meditative walk if you like. So harmonizing yin and yang, my weight's on the right. And now I'm shifting the weight, turning the waist, and drawing up the left hand, continuing the turn, hold the ball. Shifting, turning, and hold the ball. Now let's add the feet. Left foot heel out, shifting the weight, turning the waist, step in, hold the ball. Right foot heel out, shifting, turning, and hold the ball. Left foot heel out. As I turn and shift my weight, I'm drawing up the left hand, and now I'm sliding in the right foot toe to heel as I hold the ball. I'm solid on this side before I put the right foot out. Shifting, turning, and hold the ball. Now rotating the ball of energy for brush knee sen chi. Left foot heel out, shifting, turning, brush knee sen chi. Hold the ball, right foot heel out. Now shifting the weight into the right foot as I turn the waist, and then as I step in, sen chi, with that last twist, last bit of turn of the waist. Right foot, left, shifting to the left, brush knee sen chi. Hold the ball, right foot heel out. Now I'm shifting to the right, shifting my weight, turning the waist, brush knee sen chi. Now we go into cutting a path to clarity, gathering from behind, small step back, turning the waist, gathering, turning to come back to center, small step back, gathering, and as I turn the waist, the hand that's going forward is like that knife edge, the pinky finger edge of my hand forward. That's the cutting a path to clarity. Centering, shifting the weight slightly to this side now as I gather, coming back to center or through center, continuous turning of the waist. Gathering, bringing it back to center, gathering, and back to center, arms loosely crossed at heart chest height. We'll go into cloud hands. So right palm down, face down around waist height, and the left hand crossing my body is my cloud. Now you can do this standing, like I said, or you can follow me with the walk. So left foot heel out, shifting, turning the waist, step in, and the hands switch places. Right foot heel out, soft gaze on the upper hand, watching clouds go by. Left hand comes up, right hand palms down, shifting to the left, soft gaze on the upper hand as the lower hand just floats across, palm facing down, and drawing up the right hand, shifting, turning, and now shifting to the left, watching clouds pass, turning the waist, step in, and shifting to the left, and now shifting the weight to the right, drawing up the left hand as I turn the waist and shift the weight to the left. And let's come back to center, and now we'll do gathering chi from the earth and the heavens. So gathering, we inhale as we're gathering, and then exhale. Imagine that healing chi rinse, sending all that healing energy to wherever you need it in the body. Gathering, inhaling from the heavens, drawing that healing chi, sending it deep into the body, into all the organs, deep into the tissue and bone and marrow, releasing anything we don't need. Inhale, and relaxing even more as we exhale. And we come back to center. Okay, so we'll just repeat that a few times. And like I said, if you want to sit down, do the upper body, or keep following along. We'll do it now with less instructions, so we can just find the flow, and I'll just introduce each movement as we're moving into that. So we begin with harmonizing yin and yang. and Brushni Senchi. And cutting a path to clarity. And transitional place. And now cloud hands. And gathering from the earth and the heavens. Okay, go for it again. Centering ourselves before we begin. Don't forget the breathing, relaxing, bringing that intention to your practice, harmonizing yin and yang. Brushni Senchi. And now cutting a path to clarity. And transition, arms loosely crossed, cloud hands. And gathering chi from the earth and the heavens. We have time to go through another one? I think we do. Okay. So we begin with harmonizing yin and yang. Rotating for brush knee sen chi. And now cutting a path to clarity. And now transitional movement, arms loosely crossed at heart chest height. And we'll shift into cloud hands. And now gathering energy, chi from the earth and the heavens. You know, often rubbing our hands together when we finish, you know, it's like you might feel all that chi, all that heat, all that energy you've been working with. And another part of the Tai Chi practice is self-massage, which we can do with the hands, and finding like, you know, points in the hand where you may have some tension, and just pressing and gently massaging to release that. And also behind the ears and the earlobes, and the feet, lots of acupuncture in the feet. So just, you know, giving yourself self-massage like that is another aspect of the Tai Chi Easy practice. And so I hope you enjoy this, and I hope to see you again on our next class, and I'll hand it back over to Corinne.
Wonderful. Thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you so much to our instructor, Aisling, for offering this class for us. I just wanted to note that these Tai Chi classes are generously sponsored by the Friends of the Belmont Public Library.